Abu Ghraib prison is a very notorious prison, and I think Basel was better than Abu Ghraib. When we entered, we were about 100 prisoners going to Abu Ghraib. There was many hundreds of people in a row standing, and when we reached among them, all of them started beating us, kicking us. Before that was the welcome of the prison. When they put you in the prison, in your ward, every day they come and making excuses with you to beat you. They are asking you, what's your problem? Why you are in jail? If you say that I am political prisoner, they'll take you to the office of the security there and hanging you and torturing you as they torture in the intelligence. You should say I'm a terrorist, not a political. One day, when Iran-Iraq war, the Iranian in 1979, when Iran was uprising against Shah, I have a small radio. I'm listening to the BBC for news. Listening for news. I saw the security officer of the jail. He came and, what's that? What's that you are listening? I told him it's news from BBC. He said, why? We have no broadcasting stations. You are listening to BBC? Come with me. He took me to the office and hugged me and hung me upside down and beating under my feet with thick cable till I became unconscious 3 times. They pour water on you and you become conscious and they start beating you. I fainted 3 times and later they take me back to my ward. They are capturing people, rounding up the people, the young people from the cities and taking them prisoners, as I told you in the first. Why? They want to frighten the people, to remind them of every time, taking many people to jail and making them hunger and thirst, and when they come back only skin and bone, to frighten the people, not do anything against Saddam, not say a bad thing against Saddam. In Iraq, especially in the south of Iraq, in one family, no one trusts, even inside one family. The father no trusts his son to say something bad against Saddam. Maybe his son go and announce him to the authority of Saddam Hussein. It was bad time for not even those whom they are loyal to Saddam Hussein. They cannot say no to Saddam. Kissinger betrayal was 1974. He meditated between Shah of Iran and Saddam Hussein, and of course it was make us very, very upset about America at that time. But when 2003, we forget everything about the past, and we are thankful. A big number of people criticizing Mr. Bush that he attacked Iraq without reason. There is no weapons of mass destruction here. Or Saddam Hussein himself was a weapon of mass destruction. Mass destruction, what the nuclear weapon do when hit some country. Of course, it kills hundreds of thousands of people and ruin the country and make the wilderness obliterated. And Saddam Hussein destroyed 5,000 villages of our country and filled up the springs, water springs and the wells with concrete, and even he deprived the birds and wild animals to drink water from our mountains, and he dried the marsh and swamp lands of south of Iraq, and which the people, it was the source for life of the people of that area. And I'm not talking about Halabja or something like that. I'm talking about thousands of villages south of north of Iraq, which destroyed by Saddam, and the infrastructure of the area destroyed by Saddam Hussein. That's worse than nuclear weapon. Saddam Hussein himself was a WMD. If we declare our independence, we need a superpower like U.S. to be backing us, but maybe they are backing us 2 or 3 years, and later they go back and don't leave us alone. And that time, you know what happening to us? There is all around us enemies. The nationalist Islamic of Turkey, the nationalist Islamic of Iran, and the nationalist Arabs of 21 Arab countries. They will all attacking us, and they will swallow us in one day. And because the Arabs calling us second Israel all the time, all the time they are instigating their people that they want to make second Israel here in the middle of our area. And for that, and we are not strong as Israel to defend ourselves from our enemies all around. I like work with American all the time, because the first aid, the first help was from the America. As I told you, we forget all when President Bush declared the war on Iraq, and it was truly he applied his plan on Iraq. We forget all our bitter experience with America past.
What will happen if the United States withdraws from Iraq next year?
What happening if?
What do you think will happen here?
I don't think they are withdrawing from Iraq. I don't think.
What would happen to Kurdistan if it happened?
If happened, there will be a civil war in Iraq. A civil war in Iraq, especially in the south of Iraq. It will be very bad. It affects us also. Of course, we are not participating in the battle between Shia, because our religion, we are Muslims, Sunnis, and Shia. Also, there is Kurdish Shia. But we are Kurdish before we are Muslims. We don't care about the argue of Sunni or Shia. That's not our. I don't think we participate in that. Never. I ask them to not leaving us, and we all the time we frustrated from the pledge and help of American, as we saw 1974, 1920, and from 1920 till now we frustrated and disappointed from their pledge and promises. But now 8 times we disappointed, and I ask the American people not make it 9 times. Okay, that's what I want them, and yeah.